All right, we're going to continue with solving equations, but today we're going to talk about how many solutions, either one, infinite, or none. Another way to say many is infinite. So the first one talks about John, and he wanted to find the value of x that solves 2x plus 1 is equal to x plus 2. So you could either go through the steps and solve it, or I'm giving answers and you could plug those in. Either way, like plugging them in is like checking them. So if I plugged in 0 into this equation, 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1. So the left side would be 1. And 0 plus 2 is is 2, and that's the right side. That's not equal. So 0 is not a solution. If I try 1, well, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So the left side would be 3, and 1 plus 2 is 3. The right side would be 3. So x equals 1 is the solution. And I could plug in 2 as well. That's 5 plus 4, or 5 is on the left side and 4 on the right side. Those are not equal, so it would not be a solution. So I know something's a solution when I can get those sides equal to each other. I could also take off balanced sets, and I'd have an x on this side and move this over, and you get x is equal to 1. It has one solution. When we go to the next equation, I have 2x plus 2 is equal to x plus 2 plus x. And if I combine those, I'd get 2x plus 2. I can take off my balanced sets, and I'd have 2 equals 2. Not sure what that means. So again, I could just take some values to plug in and see. Well, if I plug in 0, 2 times 0 is 0 plus 2. So on the left side, I'd have 2. And then 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 2. So 2 equals 2. 0 works. It makes it a true statement. Going to try 1 though. Let's see if I just want to make sure that there's nothing else that works. So 2 plus 2 is 4, and 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. So 1 works as well. And usually when I get to the point that I have at least 2 answers, that means I have infinite, but I'm going to try it. X is equal to 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6, and 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So I get 6 is equal to 6. So x equals 2 works as well. And what this really means is when I get an answer like 2 is equal to 2 and there's no variable, that means, and that's a true statement because 2 is always equal to 2, that means that there's infinite many solutions because there's not a variable anymore. And if I look at the left side and the right side, they're the exact same expression once I simplify them. The left side is 2x plus 2, and the right side is 2x plus 2. So it makes sense that anything would work because they're the same expression on both sides of that equal sign. So that would be infinite solutions. And then one more that we look at, we have the equation 2x plus 2 is equal to x plus 3 plus x. Do my balance sets, and I'm left with 2 is equal to 3. So I want to see if any of these work. I put in 0. Well, 2 and 3. 2 is not equal to 3. So 0 doesn't work. Try 1. Well, that's 2 plus 2 is 4 and is on the left side, and 1 plus 3 plus 1 is on the right side. So that's 4 and is not equal to 5. That doesn't work. So I could try 2 as well. Well, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. That is not equal to 2 plus 3 plus 2, which is 7. So none of these work. And actually, when I get to a tile map that has no variables and it's an untrue statement because 2 is not equal to 3, that means there's no solutions. And if I look at this expression, I have 2x plus 2, and on the right, I have 2x plus 3. There is no number that I could multiply by 2 and add 2 and get the exact same value if I took that number multiplied by 2 and added 3. So this would be a case where there's no solution. So when we go to solve equations, first off, you can check by plugging in the value you got for x, plug that back into your equation. It should make a true statement. Your left side should equal your right side. And if it's just one number, you have one solution. If you get something like this, where I have 2x plus 2 is equal to 2x plus 2, and there's no variables left, and you get a true statement, that would mean many or infinite solutions. And then if I get 2x plus 2 is equal to 2x plus 3, and I take those variables off, and I'm left with 2 is equal to 3, which is a false statement, no variable and a false statement, that would mean there's no solution to that equation.